Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning with a footprint of students in 130 countries worldwide. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities to former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in the more than 900,000 alumni making their mark in diverse fields and capacities. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makkelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. We encouraged our students to communicate with the university via online platforms, but you can visit the Unisa's Sunnyside campus, the perfect setting for students to engage with fellow students over a cup of inspiration. The Science Campus in Florida, Johannesburg, is designed to meet the education and research needs of students in a range of programs, including agriculture, nature conservation, consumer sciences, engineering, computing, and physics, to name a few. Students in the sciences now have access to Unisa's own laboratories, housing some of the most state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment available. Distance learning requires that you study at your own time and in your own space, but that doesn't mean you're on your own. You can also visit a Unisa regional center to get advice, meet other students, make use of Unisa services, have conversations with counselors, and use our academic libraries. We offer an unparalleled range of study choices, ranging from short courses and certificate programs to 3- and 4-year degrees, diplomas, as well as master's and doctoral degrees, with close to 380,000 current students. Our rich tapestry of study disciplines includes the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, and the Graduate School of Business Leadership, as well as the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning pioneer, Unisa is known for delivering well-designed, interactive study material and integrated student support. Students have access to a menu of support services ranging from face-to-face tutorials and academic literacy services to study groups and e-tutors. One of Unisa's main aims is to harness the new and emerging potential in information and communication technology, catapulting the university into a truly digital future. To this end, examinations are conducted on college-specific exam portals and are accessed from the My Exams portal. Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To that end, Unisa is working towards instituting the following catalytic niche areas: Marine Studies, Aviation and Aeronautical Studies, Automotive Studies, Energy Studies, Space Study and Square Kilometer Array, Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization, Natural Sciences, Health Studies or Medicine, Feminist, Womanist, Bosadi Theorizations, and Student Support and Co-Curricular Activities. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, Unisa strives to keep up with the constantly evolving higher education landscape in order to serve our students to the best of our ability. We can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first onstage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second onstage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area, where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayers, meditations, and affirmations to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. Can we have a moment of silence? May you be seated. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. The Chancellor of the University of South Africa, His Honorable President Mbeki, the members of Council who are participating in this august graduations, as well as those who are participating virtually, the executive deans and deputy deans of colleges, distinguished professors and academics, our successful graduates and parents, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Dumelang, Khotsong, Sanbonan, Abshen, Molweni, Lochani, Dimadegwan, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Jambo, Jambo, Kwenand, Tavela, Ni hao. There's a saying that learning is a continuous process. We learn every day, and moments like this give us an opportunity. Your Excellency, the Chancellor, the graduates, families, and all people participating virtually in this graduation, it is my greatest honor and privilege to welcome you to the University of South Africa 2022 autumn graduation ceremonies. This is even more special this year, as is the year in which we celebrate 150 years of Unisa's existence and offering higher education in South Africa. I'm sorry, I wasn't going to continue. For which university in South Africa has 150 years? None. The University of South Africa is one of the first universities in the country, which is the grandmother, as some would say, of university system in South Africa. So if you have your parents from UCT, University of Free State, Rhodes, and others, you should remember that they are born out of this august university, and they were they used Unisa as their examination center in the foundings of the university system. So it's very important that we take with pride the contribution of Unisa in the global arena. It is also in the context of this month which we as a country are celebrating the quest and pursuit for freedom, the liberation of our country from the apartheid system and regime and its legacies, which had dehumanized others whilst proffering humanity to others, that we should at all times, even during graduations, appreciate the efforts of the forebears who fought hard and agitated and advocated for freedom, that this freedom was not just handed over, but is an outcome of the work and the pursuit for us to trying to humanize the world and our country. It is thus opportune that the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights centers the right to education. The technical professional education shall be made generally available, and higher education shall be made equally accessible to all on the basis of merit. But also our celebration this evening is a testament to the fact that Unisa has played a critical role in realizing the pursuit for freedom, in ensuring that the dignity and well-being of all humanity through research, teaching and learning, engaged scholarship, student support is available. If you look into the books that are available from our bookshops, you'll realize how many of these liberation heroes and heroines would have studied through this university. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Unisa, as a university, we place a premium on academic success and excellence, virtues that define us as truly Pan-African university that shapes futures in the service of humanity. Bless you. We are proud that every year we produce a significant number of graduates who are knowledgeable and skilled in different academic disciplines and are ready to apply their newly acquired knowledge to question and advance society. I have no doubt, therefore, Chancellor, and all of us in these graduations, that the necessary skills that you would have acquired from Unisa will enable you to improve the human condition as you are attentive to the ecological crisis, climatic changes, and the imperative for overcoming and eradicating poverty in our societies. We're happy that you'll be joining more than 1 million alumni of Unisa spread across the world, and we have no doubt that you will continue the proud tradition of hoisting the Unisa flag of excellence wherever you go. I want to address you, especially the graduates, in case you forgot. I wish to remind you that you're joining a galaxy of stars who constitute our alumni, such as President Nelson Mandela. If you want to be a president, you have, the opportunity. You have people that you can follow through. President Mandela graduated from this university. Our Chancellor, sitting there before you, President Becky, is an alumnus of this university. Guys, the current president of South Africa is also an alumnus of the University of South Africa, President Matamela, Cyril Ramaphosa. No, it's not just the South African presidents that are alumni of this university. President Aristide also did his PhD at this university from Haiti in the Caribbean. You need to. But it's not only the president's colleagues, it's also the opposition parties. If you remember Musi Maimane, he had also studied with us. So I'm just giving you an example. Silo, Malema also. So as a university, we try to ensure that you have the best resources to participate in your societal building. It doesn't matter at what point, in which space. It's very important that you know that the former Deputy Chief Justice, Dikgang Moseneke, Judge Thokozile Masipa, Justice Edwin Cameron, former Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, businessman Mark Lamberti, former UCT Vice Chancellor Dr. Mampele Rampele, the current Governor Mr. Lisekja Khanyago, are also alumni of this university. I'm only giving this list, President Mbeki, to our students, but also their families, to understand that graduating at Unisa comes with a great responsibility to society, not only here at home, but also it represents tenacity, the will to succeed, and the will to change the better, the world for the better, not just the privileged. And this is an important idea that you get from the list of these august individuals that would have graduated at Unisa. As already hinted, and I'm about to finish so that we get into the business of graduations. As already hinted, the University of South Africa is turning 150 years this year. Throughout the decades, Unisa has proven through time and again that it's committed to fundamental core mandate of teaching, research, engaged scholarship, and that it is committed to ensuring that it is contributing to human civilizations. As a university, we gave birth to all other universities, as I've told you before. We are truly committed to producing knowledge in the global arena, representing the best of Africa's knowledge systems, civilizations, but also human values. It is in fact quite important for us as a university to acknowledge that some of you may be the first ones in your families, in your communities to graduate. And this is a commitment that the university makes because we understand the value of knowledge and the invitation that President Mandela would have said that education transforms societies for the better. It enables those who were on the underside of economic opportunities to becoming active participants in creating economic success. As we celebrate our graduations today, I want to take the opportunity to acknowledge the many meritorious academic milestones that Unisa is achieving in the recent past. Among the things that Unisa is recognized for is improving our local and international rankings across a range of rankings, disciplines, and indicators. Let me give you one. I often remind people that in 2021, Unisa was number 13 or 12 in Times and Shanghai rankings, which are international rankings, including here at home. I'm happy to tell you that we can't celebrate yet. We should celebrate that there's many improvements that have been made by the academy, yourselves as the students, and now Unisa in Times higher rankings is ranked number 7, and so is in the Shanghai rankings, which are premium rankings. As you are clapping, I also want to remind you that in terms of the subject rankings, one of our schools is ranked number 1, alongside with Stellenbosch and Northwest University, and that's engineering sciences. We need to celebrate the increased numbers of NRF, National Research Fund, Foundation-rated researchers, increased success rates of our students, improved research outputs. Our model remains very resilient, and we want to ensure that as alumni of this university, that you're proud of your credentials. And actually, you should be proud of your credentials because you know you struggled with the proctoring systems. We asked you to go through the Invigilator app. At some point, you may have been irritated with us, but as you graduate, you know that that is what has ensured that the quality of your degree will not be questioned anywhere in the world, because we made sure that these credentials are reliable, authentic, competitive, and amongst the best in the world. The last part that I want to state, therefore, colleagues, especially for you who are graduating, is very important to remind you of the concept of lifelong learning. And this is born out of the realization that There are always changes in life that require us to strengthen our knowledge bases in order to becoming better people, of better service and better quality. The digital systems have become very central to who we are and how we live our lives. We're hoping as graduates of the University of South Africa, you'll make sure that you support the university in its efforts for success as you do so for your society. Welcome to Unisa. Welcome to the University of the Land, the University of Leaders, the university that aims to shaping futures as it encourages all of us to continue lifelong learning. Welcome. Thank you, Chancellor. At this point, I'd like to invite Professor Makwe to deliver the Chancellor's address. Professor Makwe.
Good evening, colleagues. Good evening, friends, family, bomme, bontate who are gathered in this room. Good evening. Today, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day for parents. It's a beautiful day for our graduates. It's a beautiful day for us who are here to celebrate with you. It has been a long journey. You were with us throughout that journey. You supported on the side. You prayed for your children. You made sure that they do their assignment. And I think, you know what? We need to thank parents. We need to thank partners, children who bear with each one of us as we go through this journey. Thank you so much. I need to start things properly. Thank you so much, Professor Linkabula, the Vice Chancellor of this august University of South Africa. And I would like to acknowledge the Chancellor, Your Excellency Thabo Mbeki, the Chancellor of our university. And today I'm giving a Chancellor's address, Chancellor. And I'm speaking on his behalf, because you know what he's going to be doing is going to just to put those things on your head to ensure that you graduate, to ensure that you have done it. But for me, he asked me nicely to come and talk to you about the things that he wanted you to know. And I really want to take this opportunity to congratulate you. And as I said to your parents, as a mother and a parent, I know what this moment means. It's a super exciting moment. And all of us are super proud of being here. Some of our parents dreamt for this day. Long, when we were born, they started dreaming about this day. When you were growing up, they kept on showing you pictures of people who have graduated. So this day, it didn't start when you registered with Unisa. Unisa just sealed it for you. Unisa made it possible. Even though it was difficult, sometimes you felt like giving up. In some instances, the whole thing was not worth it. Then COVID came, and you're wishing that, oh my goodness, when COVID is here, probably they will just say, pass one, pass all, no problem at all. But because we're technology people, we came up with plans and things and say, no, you know what? There'll be that big owl that's going to look at you when you're writing an exam to make sure that you are the one who writes an exam. So it didn't go that way. And the reason that we did that, we're preparing you for the future. We wanted to make sure that when you leave, you know that there are things that are going to be done differently. We were preparing you for the knowledge economy. The knowledge economy is highly, highly digital. The knowledge economy is flexible, and the future that you aspire for is the future that we were preparing you for. We didn't prepare you for today to solve today's problems. We are preparing you to solve problems for 20 years from now, 30 years from now. So this is just the beginning of a very long journey. And as the principal has said that we are celebrating 150 years of existence. Many of the people who are here talking about whether Unisa should exist or not, they're all gone, long time ago. No, but today, we still have that legacy of those people who have stood here and talked about, they had a clear vision of what this university should do. Their vision, whether we liked it or not, it was the vision. It was a clear vision. This university was created during the colonial era. And the purpose of creating this university was to ensure that the expatriates, the colonial administrators who came in these colonized countries, have a space to study. And it was an enabling environment for their expatriates. Wherever they are, they should be able to study, they should be able to continue serving the British Empire in any other form. And the curriculum at that time of London External Studies was based on serving the British Empire with its oppression of peoples all around the world. The mission of international distance education was born. So it was the first distance education that became the university that we have today. Our predecessor was called the University of Cape of Good Hope, and it was established in 1873 as an examining body. So we started as an examining body. Maybe that's why we excelled during COVID when everybody didn't know what to do with exams. We knew exactly what to do because we have been at it for 150 years when people were expected to sit in halls and write their exams, but we were at it. The principal did mention that we are a mother of all universities in this country. All of them came after us, all of them. We gave birth to University of Pretoria, UCT, VETS. Don't ever even listen to whether they said we came first. We came first. So Unisa, all over the world, not only in South Africa, is credited being the first university to offer higher education courses through distance. So we are big through distance, and we are grandmothers of all distance education in the world. I do say this a lot, and people look at me very funny. I said, no, look at your Wikipedia. Go to Wikipedia, it will tell you that this is where we are coming from. The transition from being an examining body of British University to a truly South African university was in the 1940s. And the purpose was to support the Afrikaner nationalism, and that purpose managed to diminish the domination of British origin. That's why, even in the middle of apartheid in South Africa, where universities were segregated according to color and race, Unisa was the only university that opened doors to all and sundry. That's why the VC was talking about that long list of people. During that time, they were not even allowed to go to any of these universities, but Unisa allowed them to do that. So Unisa has shaped futures, has shaped the political spheres, has shaped the economic spheres of this country. Hence, currently, is the largest distance learning institution and the longest standing dedicated distance education institution in the world. So I'm looking at you. You are not going to take this down. 150 years, you cannot just take it out just like that. So it is clear that you inherited the education system that its main purpose was to respond to the educational needs of the nation states, of sub-Saharan nation states, of South Africa, of every place. And this is important for us to know and acknowledge that as a graduate in this place. And more importantly, we all know that some of us are here in this university. It enabled us to access it enabled us to access higher education, even though we were not even being looked at that time. We are particularly proud of sending you into a very bright future, the future that, with no doubt, we have prepared you for. As Unisa students, you are one of a kind. You are not coming out of a classroom where you don't know where you are going. You have already been in that classroom. You have already been in the world. And when all other institutions are trying to orientate their students into the new world, you are already there. So for us, despite being questioned, our quality being questioned, despite what you see in the media, you know, don't you? I think you know what this university is all about, despite what is said. So you have graduated there, and that's why I'm saying we have no doubt, me and my colleagues here, that the world that you are going to will find you ready. And this world is the world of the future, the world that you'll be operating in. And by the way, the world that we have prepared you, it's going to be much more open than what we see now. It will be much more accessible and inclusive. And it's a world where you will work towards making sure that the issues of climate change are addressed. The issues that of digitalization, the working collaboratively, it's there. And it's a world where you can even package your career. And it's a world of gig economy where you can choose where you want to work and where you don't want to work. Now, colleagues, friends, those that will be walking across just to be kept by the Chancellor, you'll become the alumni. You'll be associated. Your names will be read like those names that were read. Mandela's name, Chancellor Mbeki's name, all those names that were named were called out. We want your name to be there. As we call out the name, we want each one of you, your name to be there. So, and be part of that Nobel Peace Prize winner, noblemen, world-renowned scientists, businessmen. We want you, because this university has opened doors to you so that you can be able to have access to this education. So, in closing, as alumni, we want you to also help us, to work with us, and to market this university, to come and work with us. Those who have masters and PhDs, we are looking for tutors, markers, researchers. Please come. Those who still want to, after you've done your junior degree, please come and do your honors, please, and do your masters after that. And when you've done your masters, you can't stop, do you? No, you can't. And you can't stop anyway. So thank you very much and enjoy this special day.
Thank you very much, Professor Makwe, for reminding our students, but also their families, that education is a lifelong journey that requires us to understanding the histories or historiographies that institutions such as Unisa would have traversed in order to become what it is today. I also heard Professor Makwe saying to yourselves as the graduates, you are required not only to be excited about your graduation today, but the future that you will be participating in and the solutions you'll bring to society. So let's give her a round of applause. And I heard her also inviting you, colleagues to my right, the parents, the friends, the loved ones, that registration is still on. If you want to do your master's or your PhD, know that this is the lifelong institution. And for those who want to do their undergraduate studies, the second semester is always available at Unisa. For lifelong learning is what is important for all of us, isn't it? Thank you very much. Can we give her a round of applause? At this point, colleagues, let me request you to listen to the screening of the 150 years celebration video, but also to remind you that really Unisa is working hard to pursuing excellence. We just heard the good news today to learn that Unisa has gained an NRF-rated scholar who is A-rated, Professor Dine. We are quite excited about that. Thank you.
Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning with a footprint of students in 130 countries worldwide. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities to former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in the more than 900,000 alumni, making their mark in diverse fields and capacities. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneek campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. We encouraged our students to communicate with the university via online platforms, but you can visit the Unisa's Sunnyside campus, the perfect setting for students to engage with fellow students over a cup of inspiration. The Science Campus in Florida, Johannesburg, is designed to meet the education and research needs of students in a range of programs, including agriculture, nature conservation, consumer sciences, engineering, computing, and physics, to name a few. Students in the sciences now have access to Unisa's own laboratories, housing some of the most state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment available. Distance learning requires that you study at your own time and in your own space, but that doesn't mean you're on your own. You can also visit a Unisa regional center to get advice, meet other students, make use of Unisa services, have conversations with counselors, and use our academic libraries. We offer an unparalleled range of study choices, ranging from short courses and certificate programs to 3- and 4-year degrees, diplomas, as well as master's and doctoral degrees, with close to 380,000 current students. Our rich tapestry of study disciplines includes the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, economic and management sciences, education, graduate studies, human sciences, law, science, engineering and technology, and the Graduate School of Business Leadership, as well as the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning pioneer, Unisa is known for delivering well-designed, interactive study material and integrated student support. Students have access to a menu of support services ranging from face-to-face tutorials and academic literacy services to study groups and e-tutors. One of Unisa's main aims is to harness the new and emerging potential in information and communication technology, catapulting the university into a truly digital future. To this end, examinations are conducted on college-specific exam portals and are accessed from the My Exams portal. Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To that end, Unisa is working towards instituting the following catalytic niche areas: marine studies, aviation and aeronautical studies, automotive studies, energy studies, space study and square kilometer array, fourth industrial revolution and digitalization, natural sciences, health studies or medicine, feminist, womanist, Bosadi theorizations, and student support and co-curricular activities. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, Unisa strives to keep up with the constantly evolving higher education landscape in order to serve our students to the best of our ability. We can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
Can't get it from us, at least you could see it. Huh? Thank you very much for listening and being part of the digital celebration of the 150 years of Unisa. At this point, colleagues, let me request you, let me, at this point, colleagues, can I please request you to give a round of applause to the video that you have just heard? And that. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the conferment of the degrees and diplomas, may I kindly request you not to leave the hall before the end of the ceremony. We would like the event to be as dignified as you would have imagined it to be. Mr. Chancellor, I now have the honor to request you to confer the degrees and diplomas of the University of South Africa on the candidates whose names appear in the program.
By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program.
Mr. Chancellor, the executive deans of the colleges will now present the candidates to you.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Mark Mukendi Mpanda for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Professor S. Mukeru, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled On Fractional Volatility Modeling, he investigates the dynamics of the historical volatility of financial market data. This study is mainly motivated by ample evidence from academics and practitioners on the importance of improving the existing stochastic volatility models for pricing financial derivatives and asset management. To incorporate volatility data which present a dependent structure that cannot be adequately captured by existing models, he constructs a general fractional Cox-Ingersoll-Ross CIR process by extending the classical CIR process. He proves important properties of this process, including positiveness and Machiavellian differentiability, and discusses its applications in finance. I acknowledge the contribution of Professor MP Mlaudzi, who was the supervisor of this work.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Mark Mukendi Mpanda the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Mark Mukendi Mpanda.
Mr. Chancellor, Dumisiwe Dorcas Nyati receives the degree of Master of Education. You can go.
Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Nazrana Ali. Mimi Anaki Bates. Mr. Chancellor, Poppy Valerie Chilopo receives the degree with distinction. Bongani Patience Moate. Kamel Kishia Isaacs. Mr. Chancellor, Jens Keita receives the degree with distinction. Charlotte Mamparo Khomo. Setobana Michael Kuno. Baganang Lendi Mabunele. Mampi Elizabeth Mabuza. Mamutungwane Juno Mahata. Tabisile Mapeleba. Miriam Masenda. Brenda Anna Mashifani. Wipilo Mate. Fana Kenneth Matlou. Abraham Sillo Matimela. Mukelwa Innocentia Mazibuko. Laven Rose McLean. Hosani Christopher Mohami. Nosipho Nonzwakazi Mukwena. Penelope Mulebu. Tisha Doris Muloi. Nomthandazo Martha Munyai. Mapito Koketo Kivit. Mr. Chancellor, Kiatlaretse Motswapong received the degree with distinction. Nomasonto Valencia Msibi. Cosmas Tinashe Mutakaya. Kumbulani ndibuone madodzi. Tinyiko Julian Khadima. Manuku Andronica Khafe. Koketso Rebecca Pule. Mr. Chancellor, Mushibudirehe Pramapoko is a staff member. Mokhadi Sishoka. Lucia Sithole. Dumani Anthony Temba. Ratilwe Gwendolyn Tamara. Ratilwe Gwendolyn Tamara. Rulani Millicent Temba. Silindile Ubisi. Promise Sipilile Vilagazi. Wendy Felyun. Zukisani Williams. Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Administration Honours. Vatiswa Judith Landu. Matsibo Lekhau. Valencia Sonto Mabaso. Buitshwarelo Forgiveness Makobe. Sekgofatso Katlego Mapena. Vuyokazi Buchule Mboni. Sitshotlo Gladys Mkhwanazi. Molebogeng Mogorosi. Makoko Jeffrey Nkadimeng. Lebella kwa. Regina Nompumelelo Nkuna. Nomnotho Nxumalo. Hlanganani Simon. Stephen Nkosani Sikhosana. Asiphe Zondeka.
Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education. Mr. Chancellor, Gift Nico Baloi received the degree with distinction. Ngalava Questionnaire Pila Bonangani Sibongile Dlamini. Lindelihle Ngamasile Dlamini. Nompumelelo Pamela Dube. Pisani. Mr. Chancellor, Koketso Khomani received the degree with distinction. Masilo Confidence Kopo. Ntabiseng Vincentia Libito. Flora Mokoko Letswalo. Stembiso Antoinette Maboya. Mr. Chancellor, Matapelo Madishaba obtained the degree with distinction. Ntombi Zandile Mavis Madi, Karabo Paulina Maisela, Mahupakeng Megi Makena, Gloria Ntiseng Maluleka, Bonolo Masitlako Jemina Matele, Fezile Ntomgayise Mlotshwa, Toli Mkomezulu, Sulufelo Ellen Neli Muhapi, Lisedi Khobakwang Muhlala, Kululilwe Rebecca Musitokwa, Pule Manoshi Mushidi, Mr. Chancellor, Wesley Masimba Mutina obtained the degree with distinction. Matsatsi Dineo Mukwele, Sello Mukaba Palafala, Mashudu Philistas Sofoka, Sara Mamukue Sekhalakhala, Mapiti Linki Serepo, Sara Malini Manini Silokwani, Zandi Sylvia Sitole, Evelyn Sola, Mr. Chancellor, Daniel van Zyl obtained a degree with distinction. Juanita Maria Africa. Mr. Chancellor, Shakira Bibi Anif obtained the degree with distinction. Beauty Jimmy Baloyi. Amanda Jennifer Berange. Esther Blichnout. Busiswa Eugene Bokota. Charity Chonyera. Nikita Marisa Daniels. Lebukhang Elisa Dihwamaje. Molebukhang Maureen Khaitsetsi. Kashini Govender. Shelby Jasmine Green. Theodora Kumalo. Mr. Chancellor, Emerentia Kruger obtained the degree with distinction. Lydia Lorica Lange. Linky Kanyani Lituaba. Elizabeth Maureen Liebenbeck. Musima Maina Mabula. Rachel Ndibuo Matima. Fundisiwe Glory Makubani. Mamunyati Sheli Makholane. Simpiwe Innocencia Maseko. Henrietta Kamogelo Masemula. Khomolimo Mashilo. Nyakile Pauline Masula. Tinyiko Emma Mawunda. Daphne Janet Rabia McKenna. Ashley Grace Mkwanazi. Nokuthula Nguni. Ziyanda Teshia Nguni. Karabo Glenda Muahi. Mapula Cynthia Mudika. Mr. Chancellor, Naledi Sharon Mukhapi obtained the degree with distinction. Manoko Salome Mukebe. Ntombi Prudence Mota. Mantoto Mutebe. Matebuho Belina Mutsamai. Malitsatsi Paulina Mutiti. Dikeledi Edith Mpilo. Nobuhle Cecilia Mtembu. Mr. Chancellor, Shimon Mayberg obtained the degree with distinction. Thobile Busisiwe Ndlovu. Eunice Hanyelele Ngomani. Makhala Matilda Nkere. Bridget Koketso Nkoko. Thembeka Ntombela. Anisha Samantha Padayachi. Sonika Belser. Tabiye Koketso Panyani. Rakosa. Hoshiankele Rakuba. Rose Pumuzile Sambo. Pindile Hikosonia Sanyani. Patient. Ayanda Sbia. Mariska Stoltz. Marine Nicolette Stoltz. Mokhano Matilda Tobejani. Ketiwe Tswago. Tamia Shante van der Haar. Nikita Browning.
Letikolo Manaka Chilwani. Mr. Chancellor, Carmen Anthea Fredericks received her degree with distinction. Bonagele Bugani Kuala. Mpho Kwadibane. Mandisa Titi Lupasha. Sipoguhle Madala. Mukhetsi Lydia Maduna. Marobatani Modipati Mafaleng. Figile Musa Mahori. Onkemezi Prudence Majimba. Slupeka Thomas Magamu. Teresa Lerato Makoka. Leti Ayanda Makubu. Evelyn Malefo. Rihanna Mansour. Manana Masweu. Nontantla Anastasia Mbata. Zomagahle Pendulani Mkunu. Stabile Pumzile Mhlongo. Anele Mispa Mia. Vuyelo Kabelo Mkuni. Matimba. Consequence Chihofatso Matimba Mukwena. Mr. Chancellor, Maria Kidiboni Mukwena obtained her degree with distinction. Beatrice Nompumelelo Nobelungu Monwa. Onalena Esmirat Musahali. Orifile Faith Hope Motwaisane. Basitsana Mtembu. Princess Ndlovu. Zanele Ndlovu. Winnie Lendima. Nosipo Purity Ndumo. Notolo Kebile Nkosi. Buitumelo Caroline Nkwana. Sandra Zintle Nleya. Tato Hope Pilosa. Sibongile Goodness Kwabe. Koliswa Samantha Sboza. Patience Tangwane. Pilatole. Vinolia Ponsoziane. Hitekani Rosetta Valoi. Nobuhle Asanda Bonito Kagaza. Chumarelo Goodness Buhatsu. Kapas. Msawake Vincent Kwabaza. Oh my Lord. Ryan Herne Hosley. Tisetso Make. Tulisile Makubela. Kutacho Jan Malinga. Ali Lisiba Matabane. Mr. Chancellor, Eni Ngakwana Mudiba obtained her degree with distinction. Tabiso Isaac Mnuseni. Innocentia Tandega Ndlovu. Mr. Chancellor, Spesitle Fortunate Anastasia Nhlapo obtained her degree with distinction. Chifiwa Nyadzani. Kyle Olufse. Okay. Dimakato Valencia Palafala. Madisebo Maria Khatebe. Khatliso Ramalweji Sekhala. Malose Jacqueline Sikula. Tapelo Siminya. Spiwe Sibia. Chanel Demi Swart. Mr. Chancellor, Caitlin Lisetta West Mayor obtained her degree with distinction. Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Baccalaureus Technologiae. Bakang Brian Rautlaelwi, Bakang Brian Gautaelwi. Msandi wa Queen Tlhatjwayo. Itumeleng McDonald's Kelebonye. Nkosinathi Chris Mbonani. Sylvia Nelly Mia. Serongwane Alice Mwalusi. Pelutlo Mori Modise. Mzwakhe Lucas Mondi. Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Ufente Jeremiah Kombe. Rowena Mendi Majid. Vuiseka Mankiwa. Pitlisiba Muleba. Mutlalepula Rakumakwe. Boniswa Monica Spofana. Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Butomi Petunia Khosa. Lesego Aida Maidi. Tamsanga Clyde Masingi. Mokiti Solomon Meje. Mokwana Shamaine Mujapelu. Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Tebogo Itumeleng Limau. Afia Abdul Rahman. Mr. Chancellor, Eliana Botes received the degree with distinction. Gugu Sophie Precious Cindy. Heidi Sonia Edmonds. Rudim Kos. Nobutle Priti Hadebe. Mutsidisi Ana Khabi. Khumutso Yolanda Khobe. Tshwanetse Charles Khokani. Euphrosyne Khoza. Bianca Kuni. Slindile Portia Kuzohayo. Timothy Edwin Lazarus. Tabo Tokyo Mabasa. Carol Chweni Magaga. Natasha Maharaj. Yvonne Matlangu. Simpiwe Valencia Masilela. Mahlasedi Bernice Katiso Matsosa. Norman Mbazo. Asanda Yakupa Mgudwa. Sibusiso Dr. Miso. Butle Pel Mukwatle. Jonas Mpoko Mtweni. Hlengiwe Printi Miende. Nontutuko Mieza. Brendan Alarik Naika. Enezel Nell. Pumzile Velempini Ngwenya. Nolonwabo Nkukwana. Martin Philip Olivier. Dikshika Patel. Luciano Enzo Pillay. Mike Makanyisa Shaba. Buitoko Tala. Nhlanhla Thambekwayo. Bombeleni Priscilla Tosao. Tsotsweleng.
Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Nogulunga George. Virginie Precious Matsi. Sihle Wiseman Mia. Mokhalajane Sadness Mpahlele. Sibongile Memory Ngonyama. Ntabiseng Prudence Ngwenya. Constance Sikosana. Khongo Velomina Tsebane.
Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates receive the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Huitimang Greni Habana Tlhake. Omolemo Eugenia Sebulela.
Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Londi Wedlamini. Face the camera. Malebo Rose Dlamini. Mari Alta Matebula. Nomcebo Mnguni. Tabang Precious Morudu. Matabelo Magdalene Mpete. Lebohang Msweni. Mokhotso Rathogo. Itumeleng Janet Sekiti. Georgina Antonetta Sylvester. Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates received the national diploma. Machehle Mpho Komane. Monyane Simon Macha. Nokuthula Silindile Mpele. Rosetta Ngwanamadi Muchapelo. Chirolezo Nemokonde. Mokokwane Machachi Pijadi.
Keep them busy. Yes. We requested the graduates not yet to leave. Colleagues? Thank you very much. This is the opportunity for us to give them a round of applause. This is I don't think I heard you. Applause. Thank you very much. We're really joyous and grateful. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to congratulate the graduates receiving their degrees and diplomas.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor, and members of Council, and members of the Unisa executive management and staff, and the splendidly gowned academics who are seated with us on stage, who are here to support our candidates this evening. Families, guardians, and friends of our graduates, and of course, and most important, the Unisa graduates. Graduation ceremonies are a matter of great pride for the graduates, for their families, for the friends, guardians, and of course, for the university. And there is something special about these ceremonies that has as much to do with personal achievement of an important academic milestone and a goal as it does with the ceremony itself. There is indeed a sense that this is one of those rare defining moments when a truly joyful celebration is merited. The brightly colored robes of the academic procession, the red and black gowns and caps, and the differently designed hoods of the graduates, the symbols like the ceremonial mace, and the formulaic ceremony and capping ritual acknowledge and lend legitimacy to the individual effort and the knowledge and skills that have been acquired over the period of study. I'm indeed honored to stand here as we're about to conclude this important celebration of the achievement of the graduates before us, to congratulate you all on your very well earned and surely hard-won qualifications. I also take this opportunity to congratulate this magnificent university that is Unisa in its 150th year for its sustained efforts to continue to produce the high caliber graduates who are with us this evening. Albert Einstein once said that the process of scientific discovery is in effect, a continual flight from wonder. And thus, through the knowledge you have acquired, you have joined that empowering flight from wonder and further reduced the perimeters of the unknown by the new which some of our distinguished graduates have added to the totality of human knowledge. And here, of course, I'm referring to our distinguished doctor, not the only one that graduated today. There are other doctors who graduated today, but we've got a special one among us this evening. Congratulations. Thus, our society as a whole join us here today to celebrate your success, since that achievement means that humanity has gained new capacities to help bring about progress and transformation for the greater good of all humanity. Your welcome success has also confirmed that through you, its graduates, the university continues to take seriously its responsibility to understand and appreciate the role that it needs to play in society. And so, dear Unisa graduates, you have joined the ranks of the brightest and best in South Africa, our continent, and the world. And we, the spouses, the parents, the families, the academic and management staff, management and other staff, and indeed the country, the continent, and beyond, we extend our sincere and proud congratulations to you, and all of us together say, very well done. And we hope that your success will foster in you, as Professor Marquez said, the desire and confidence to say, I want more and I can achieve more, empowered both to help create a better world as well as attain personal progress. And so to the families, the friends, the guardians who stood by our graduates and supported them in their studies, we congratulate you as well. Your support has contributed in a very tangible way to the valuable academic achievements we've gathered to recognize and celebrate. And so, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, friends, shall I say comrades also? Are there any comrades in the room? Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Chancellor, for congratulating our graduates. Colleagues, I don't know who of you graduated and was conferred their degrees by a president. I wasn't. So I was expecting more Mekholukwane and let me add, you are making history, but you're not even aware that you're making history. Let's have your ululations yourselves. Thank you very much. Parents, spouses, loved ones, may I please request you to stand up? Thank you very much. At least after sitting for a long time, you're still able to stand. May I please request you, now that you've given your own loved ones a standing ovation, just to give them a round of applause. Mekholukwane. Thank you. Thank you. Whilst you're standing, we really want you to understand, as the University of South Africa, that we value you as partners, friends, anchors, and those who encouraged our students to being resilient and up to this far as they walked this beautiful hall, the ZK Matthews Hall, to celebrate their accomplishments. You are indeed partners in ensuring that higher education becomes meaningful in the socio-transformation and economic development of our society, and we would like to thank you. You may be seated. Thank you. Let me start with you, the graduates. May you please stand up? Not yet. Let them do their thing. Now that you have your certificates as bearing witness or testament to the hard work that you have invested in your own development, I'd like you to show your certificates to your loved ones and really thank them for their accompaniment they would have done. You're not supposed to show it to us. We gave it to you. Look towards the parents and show them. Thank you. Thank you. We truly want to thank you for honoring not only your parents and loved ones. Professor Marco says, from when you were born, the dreams, prayers, affirmations of your parents as they wanted the best for you would have been the anchor that made you to apply to the University of South Africa and to being resilient even in difficult times. So let me ask you at this time, for you, the graduates, to really thank the podium here. They represent the cleaners, the academics, the drivers, the study materials development, and the lecturers and professors who jointly and collectively work together to ensure that the University of South Africa produces a graduate. They represent the whole university. And at this point, even if they marked you 69% when you thought you desired 75%, they still wanted you to do the most. Can you please give them a round of applause? So whilst you're standing, let me ask those who are doing your diploma, may you sit down? Look around. So it means if you were doing your diploma, you're not yet done. You have to be like those who are standing, who are doing their bachelor's degrees and honors. Those who are doing your bachelor's degrees and honors, please sit down. Yes. So it means that you really have to, you don't have a chance. You remember, you were told about lifelong learning. Look ahead of you. How many? And look at the numbers. What does it say we need to do? To steer on and ensure that we pursue our master's and doctoral degree. May I ask you, my sister with a master's degree, to sit down? What do you think? Thank you. They always say a doctorate is an apex of your learning arena. We want to congratulate you for your resilience. The numbers bear testament to the resilience that one has to follow in order to finish their doctoral degree. So congratulations, you may be seated. We hope he is inspiring you to work towards that. You're very special, even more special that would be. But my brother, we are not done. You heard me saying this is the apex, not yet. So these colleagues sitting in the podium here have invested in supervision of postgraduate students like yourself. They are also publishing. They are academic citizens everywhere in the world. Their works are read and cited, and they contribute to knowledge production, not only here at home, but also abroad. We would like you all to be inspired and ensure that you choose trajectories of life, whether in the academy, in the social, business, civic society, and elsewhere, and use this knowledge you would have gained from Unisa to better the world and society. Congratulations. So I'm just going to use 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. How many of you have licenses to drive? So I'm happy that majority of you do. Those who don't, please go and invest that percentage, 1% of beverage that you are going to use for celebrations tonight to invest in a license. Because then we know you'll be mobile enough to look for a job or to create your job. How many of you have been to the 9 provinces of South Africa? So you can see yourselves, huh? Look around, huh? So it therefore means that pair of shoes that you were negotiating to walk on here, you can use it to invest. We would like you to be able to understand South Africa, its contextual exigencies and commitments, so that you compare the knowledge that you invest in your own society and in all provinces. How many of you have passports? Thank you. If you don't have a passport, please, 2% beverages will make the price of a passport. How many of you have been to any SADC country, 2 or 3? Have you traveled outside South Africa? How many of you? So you see the number is not that, we're negotiating, huh? So please, we would invite you to visit the SADC country. For how will South Africa be competitive if we don't even understand the context of our neighbors? How many of you have been outside the African continent? You've been outside the African. No, not if you're an international student. If you're an international student, put your hand down. How many of you have been outside the continent? So as Unisa, we encourage you to ensure that you make full use of the international partnerships that we have with other universities to strengthen your competitive edge. Please ensure that you invest in understanding the world. This message, loved ones, is also for you. We wish you all the best. Can you give yourselves a round of applause as we conclude? So Unisa does not only train you in your academic excellence, but it also equips you with the values that help you to navigate the contradictions and complexities of the world. We encourage you to become an e-tutor, to lifelong journey in the world of knowledge, and to ensure that you contribute financially, in your own talent, in the different environments, including here at Unisa. Please ensure, please, you Unisa students who are graduating today, please ensure that teach one, teach the next person, and teach all. The digital environment is no longer something far away, it's with us. Teach communities, teach your families, teach society about the digital systems and the transformations so that they do not lag behind. We're very sure that we taught you that. The Unisa students and engagement with technology and digital systems cannot be contested. So please do so that people can benefit from your own success. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on page 16 of the program. May I also request you to remain standing after the anthem to enable the Chancellor to dissolve the congregation. May I please request you to still remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Finally, because this is the national anthem of South Africa, the words of which I've already stated, we request you to sing it with the dignity that is required, which expresses the aspirations and values of our society. Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, my final request to you is to dissolve the congregation of the University of South Africa.
By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.